Oh dear.
The Howard Slut Drop.
Okay. Hi Twitch, how are you? And Josh, why don't you recap from last session to the crossover to this session?
Okay. I think I remember. So we went and we decided that we should probably end this cycle of murder and rampage between two arch enemies who'd been fighting each other for like 300 plus years. So we went and we ruined their day by introducing their third bastard brother, who was a stone. It was kind of complicated. Basically, there was two knights, and they'd been rampaging around, trying to kill each other and killing a lot of innocent people in the process. And we kind of stopped them by killing them and blowing them up and everything, and it was wonderful. And after that, we found out that it turns out they were all made by some horrible, horrible, horrible woman who may or may not sort of have read the same book that Spartan's first character read, the Book of Vile Darkness.
I have no idea what
And
you're talking about.
that might be somehow connected to the Sunday group, because they are hunting this woman because she is all the bad news. So we kind of have decided to team up. They're going to go and ruin some guys. We're going to go ruin some guys to stop a war that's been going on for ages. I think I honestly I'm struggling to remember.
Hey,
Good.
How much did I know?
You have the rest of your group. What does the rest of your group think?
10%.
10%?
Yep.
Okay, well, give us the other 90% then, Sparks.
I would, but again, I was asleep for half that session, remember?
so
Sleep.
You're a robot, understood.
You are a robot.
Robot.
Robot, Beth, understood. What about you, Firefly? You got anything to add?
Robot.
Up till the crossover?
All the way through.
Well, we defeated the White Knight and all of his ghouls, and then we got summoned to go and help the other group because Talgar was in danger. But when we got there, Merlin told us that unfortunately he had passed away, and we couldn't help him. So Winter and Nave went off to tell those that they needed to tell and grieve, and Sir Tim and I and Ileana went to go explore the town for a little bit, and technically I wouldn't know what they did as the other group, but then we, Sir Tim and Ileana, went to this tinkerer's shop, and Sir Tim showed the little tinkerer guy his gun, and he said the tinkerer guy advised him not to do that to his guns anymore, but he gave him some black powder, and Ileana found this cute little clockwork spider that is apparently just a little broken, but it's still good. It's got some good stuff in it. So she bought it, and she has it now. And armed with the black powder, they stepped in a little clockwork spider. They stepped back outside and met back up with Winter and Nave, who we went to a tavern and found Winter. Yeah, we went to a tavern. Winter was serenading Alphathrod with some kind of dance, and
A striptease,
I
basically.
don't want to know.
Hey, Peppers. Yeah, some kind of dance. It was called.
yeah, and they found out that there was going to be a tournament, kind of, in a fighting pit. One of the temples was doing, I think, and
Delta.
so we all signed up for it, and we
Cord.
had to fight.
Cool,
Yeah,
that was
Temple of
it.
Cord. And we all signed up and had a little big fight of it. And just before the last round came through, Clay appeared, was brought here, and he got to fight in it as well. And it was down to Nave and Apothrod and Clay and Nave ended up winning.
Yep.
At the end.
She was
The
at
cleric
3.
won.
She was at 3 hit points before the barbarians started attacking each other.
Yeah.
I'm doing my superhero pose right now. Because,
Wait, you're not Navi right now. Navi's an NPC. I'm sorry.
oh yeah, I still get to do it.
On Sunday, you get to do it.
And then we all went to someone's house, and we had like this
You went to City Hall.
banquet dinner, city hall, and we had this banquet and dinner. And Merlin told us basic some plot things, and
You went. You know
discuss
how you
plot
thought
things
it
with
was
you.
over. It's not
Can
over.
someone
Yes.
explain plot things? Because I wasn't here.
She'll
So
have to learn them in
basically-
character. No, she'll learn them in
Yes.
character.
Oh, this is true because I don't know them today.
Correct.
that's true because your characters weren't there.
It's my brain.
So, you're really relying on Ileana to explain plot things to you because, as Josh said, he doesn't remember. And Spartans was a secret.
No, I sort of remember.
Yes.
I mean, I woke up at the end.
Alright, so, Gray and Asuka, you guys made your way back into the city. As, you know, there's almost that kind of sort of celebration going on, that it's seemingly over. You know, people are coming out of their houses. You kind of got split from the rest of the group. I think, Asuka, we had said you headed towards the temple just to kind of reflect because you're at work. And Gray, we said, got lost in the trees somewhere, or it was no. Gray hasn't actually entered the city. She's still outside trying to survey the damage to the land. So we'll pick it up as Gray. You have you can either nature roll if you really want to find out more, or you can kind of head back into the city. I think is what.
I will. No, I will. I'll take a look around and. You need to add another 2 to this because I've
So
not
13.
changed it on the sheet.
Nature's hurting.
Yeah.
There's still some damage. It seems a little better though. Seemingly slightly better because the storm's gone. But you don't know the potential repercussions to the area. You're not where you guys fought. You're closer to the gate. If you wanted to see the damage there, you'd have to go towards where you fought and where the smoke was.
Yeah, she will do that. She's basically like, and she's writing it all down
Yeah.
as well.
Give me another nature roll.
Because. Hang on, I was just fixing it. No, +2. Sorry, okay. That's right. There we go.
So you're around where you fought where the explosion stuff was. You, even as 17, you can tell that nature's probably not going to heal here. There's probably a scar left.
Like, ever? Or
Like-
in the immediate future?
From what you're aware, you remember you are looking it through more your racial eyes
Yeah.
for your lifetime. As far as you're concerned, you know, being at this level and not having the timeless step and all that other stuff, you will not heal in your lifetime. You won't make progress in your lifetime. Decent sized area too, out here.
She tries a little droid craft, just in case.
Doesn't work at all. You can't even pull.
And she'll start to walk back. As she kind of walks back, she'll be like droid crafting every so often to see
Yeah.
kind of where the edge is.
From the epicenter, you realize in kind of walking back, and then basically thinking you were probably at the center where you were. It's probably about a mile wide. Kind of scar left in the earth.
Yeah, Gray's not happy. She'll be making notes, kind of drawing
Mhm.
topography, I guess, a little bit. Not like well, because she's not very good at it, but rough outlines.
Yeah, I mean, it's not going to hang on any walls, but for your purposes, it's sufficient.
And then can I go back into the city?
Yeah.
And I'm going. There's a specific place I'm going to head. I just can't remember the name of it. I will head to the Acclaimed Growth.
I thought you were going to have them back points.
No,
to get drunk with
No, no.
yourself again.
no,
Okay.
no. Greg fully intends on getting drunk. Don't get me wrong, but she's got to work first.
The acclaimed growth. Businesses. All right, so you head over to the acclaimed growth. Again, hanging out here, there are a number of kind of different herbs. There's a number of different smells, local sort of fragrances from flowers. A couple of ones that don't immediately you recognize. What are you doing?
Is the person who runs it there, or did she leave the city?
You're outside, so you don't know.
Oh. Well, I will go in. I will knock first. See if she
Yeah, you
answers.
knock. The door doesn't seem to be locked. Just hitting it seems to be unlocked.
I'll stick my head in and walk in.
Yeah, you see a elven female standing behind the counter, just nodding to you as you enter.
Hello.
Good afternoon.
It strikes me you might be the best person to ask. I'm not very familiar around here. Is there a local druids gathering?
She kind of raises an eyebrow. You
Yeah.
have to ask druids.
Do you know where I might find any around here?
She kind of looks around. She goes, "Not within the walls. Generally, my best bet would be to the forest to the west."
Okay. Thank you. Go head out.
Yeah, she nods to you.
Heads back to the wall.
Okay.
Oh, this is a silly idea.
Are you going to look to the floor for the forest?
Am I going to what?
Are you looking for to see how far the forest is away?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let me go look for it, and I'll tell you how many days away it is.
Oh, days.
Yes. 1 second here. Just gotta zoom in here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. It's about 4.5 days away to the forest.
Okay. Then Gray will head back to the Drunken Hawk.
Okay. So Gray looks,
Oh no, would you
puts
go back
one
to the
hand
others?
over, puts one hand over her legs. Is like, I don't see forest. I see a lot of marsh. Screw that. And then he's like, I'm gonna go get drunk.
Fuck this shit.
It's not screw that. It's like I can't travel that distance on my own. I should go find my friends. They're probably going to be in a pub.
Okay. So you hop down from the wall. You make your way over. What are you doing, Asuka? As Gray's heading to a bar that you've not stayed in, nor been to.
Oh god, yes.
Asuka is at the temple,
Yes, she is.
probably doing chores and stuff, trying to clear her mind.
Well, it's later in the afternoon. Chores have been done.
She's gonna find chores to do. She just wants to be busy and not nearly dead.
She's remopping the mopped floor.
Yeah, that kind of thing. She's redusting the perfectly polished silverware and yeah. Just keeping busy.
Okay, so you're gonna do that for the rest of the day?
Well, unless someone comes and tells me they're going to a pub,
Okay.
Asuka's not gonna
I
know.
don't know where you are.
So,
Alright. So Gray, you make your way back to the Drunken Hawk.
Can I have a drink, please?
Yeah, it takes a couple coins from you. Puts down a drink for you. Again, it's that epically kind of big drink as it is.
Can I have a smaller cup as well, please?
He looks, he's like, oh, that's the smallest cup we have.
Okay. Drinks.
You know, they didn't have multiple size cups back in the day. He's kind of had.
They might have
This
like
was your
shot
standard.
glasses.
Yeah, but you said cup, not shot glass.
Like, well, she wouldn't know what to call it.
She did grow up in a.
She grew up on a farm.
Yes, they have, the same vocabulary and names for things as those in cities. Imagine that.
This is true, but they wouldn't necessarily have like had shot glasses because they were working people.
Huggle's done goofed, okay? Leave her alone.
I don't like to. All right, so you begin drinking. Are you drinking for a purpose, or are you just drinking because you're waiting for someone?
I'm essentially I'm afraid they'll turn up eventually, so I might as well occupy my time.
All right, so night begins to fall. Ileana,
Yes.
you had asked to go back for dinner. So, while Clay and Tim were going to the house that had been given to the group, for temporary lodgings in Wishick, you went back with Merlin to kind of find the other two members of your party. You appear back in the center of town, stepping through a doorway as many people oddly look at you this evening. And Merlin just kind of walks over towards the large central fountain and says, "I'll be here when you find them," and sits down, taking off his boots and putting his feet in the well.
Okay. Thank you, Merlin. You sure you want to do that?
You gotta soak them somewhere.
True.
I said well, but it's a fountain. It's just like a showpiece.
Okay. Okay. Because there's
There's two different connotations. Yes.
Yeah.
So I'm misspeaking on my part. So where are you headed to as you're standing in the center of town?
Well, the last time we saw everybody was I assume before we went
Was that your
here.
house?
So yeah, so I'm gonna go to my house and find my dad and see if he's
All
there.
right. So
In my
you head to the
house.
north of the city
Hi.
in a separate direction, and you make it just in time for dinner. The words were kept properly, but you were kind of stuffed from your banquet you had. But you made it in time for dinner as your dad just kind of smiles to you as you walk in.
Hi, Dad. I'm back.
I see that. You ready for dinner?
Oh, they gave us this banquet thing, unfortunately. So I ate there, but I can eat too. Again.
Okay. Give me a Constitution save. And you're gonna try to force more food down your gullet. If you're just eating a banquet, more food than you've had in like months.
And it's amazing. It's family food. It's delicious. Have you seen anyone else? Like Aska or Gray?
No. So yeah, give me that Constitution save. There.
Which sheet, first of all?
You are currently higher, so you can go the higher one. The other two
Okay.
are not. So they have not left the town yet. Yeah, you do. You don't eat a lot, but you do manage to kind of hide the pain and and you manage to keep it all down though.
Sweet.
But you currently have a food baby. Your belly is a little bit extended. So, that being said, what are you doing? You sleeping the night and seeing if they come to you?
Well, I did say that I was gonna go find them, so I should probably go and find them and
Okay.
tell my mom and dad about what we found. About we went all the way to Wishick and we fought in a tournament and it was fun.
I mean, your dad believes you, but there's that you reading him, just knowing your father. He's like, yeah, of course you went all the way across the world. Yeah. But he's totally believing you, just patronizingly.
Oh.
Like, and not to be mean, just like, okay.
Yeah, It sounds really unbelievable. No, I understand that.
So,
Yeah. Then she'll tell him that they probably won't be back home or at least won't be back home for a little bit, since we're gonna go out and about an adventure. But hopefully I'll be back for
they
a
kind of
visit.
both give you a big hug, not knowing if they'll see you again, and wish you the best of luck in your adventures.
Thank you. You guys have fun too.
Okay, so where are you headed?
I would probably go back if I can't find any of them.
Asuka's never told anyone what temple she's staying at.
That's what I was gonna ask.
However, you've heard of the Drunken Hawk.
That's true. I would go to the Drunken Hawk.
Okay, you make your way across the city, getting a little later at night now. Before you kind of push the door open to the Drunken Hawk's Inn, the bartender is sitting there looking at this, who you know as Gray, this gnome, and having a conversation as, it's been a couple hours, and you'd be drinking to keep your spot? Why don't you give me a couple con saves?
Yeah. Off new sheet or old sheet? 'Cause
Old
it's important.
sheet, because you have not left the
That-
city yet.
That's fine. Not proficient in con saves on this one. God damn.
That's one. Kind of swaying slightly on the
Now lift them.
on the seat, but holding their own. Even with a 15 disadvantage. But raising the cup up, talking, argument going on about just how the nature's dying. It's a tragedy, and the forest is
Horrible.
too damn far away.
Let me tell you
I mean,
about
a
global
little.
warming. Let me tell you about global warming, okay? All right, global warming. She goes full Al Gore.
Arcane scarring. It's a terrible disease.
I've got little legs. They are so far away. How am I going to get there?
What? Your legs are so far away. The floor
He
is
looks-
so far away.
He goes, yeah, it's a good 2 feet up. Yes, I can see how far the floor is.
The druids.
Yes, you're a
Oh.
druid. You've said that 100
Druids in
times.
the forest.
Yes, generally druids live in forests.
She gives up on conversation at this point.
Ileana, but you easily see her because she's being loud. You don't know because you didn't ask your parents.
Well,
You gotta try. You know what I mean?
that's true. Okay. Gray.
Hey, Ileana!
Hey, Gray. What are you doing?
Waiting for you guys?
Ah. We, met Merlin again, and we're currently, Sir Tim and Clay are back in Wishick at the moment. Came to get you guys.
Where's that?
She looks at the bartender. Do you have a map?
Of the town?
It's very far away, like across, not on this continent type of way.
Oh, so it's not closer to the forest.
Don't know. I haven't been outside.
The bartender behind her is just like, yes, it's close. Yes. Trying to help you here.
Yeah, it could be.
Brilliant, let's go.
All right.
Bartender thumbs up.
Thumbs up back. Do you know where Haskell?
No, not seen her. Saw the lady in the the acclaimed cook. She was very nice.
Who?
The lady in the acclaimed grove. She's very nice.
Ah,
But not in Aska. Or
What?
Clay. Or the other one.
Or the other one. Poor Sparks has become the other one.
well, let's see if we can't find Aska. If we can't, I guess
Okay.
go back to my house for a little bit, or I don't know where she would be.
Where did she stay when we got here?
I don't know. She didn't say.
She did tell you that she stayed in a temple before everyone camped out at your house. When you're done with the trip.
She said she stayed at a temple. There's not a whole lot of temples around. Go check
Which?
one of them.
You would know they're all pretty close, too.
Yeah.
Oh, we could go try them.
Yeah.
Do they like visitors?
I know the Temple of Og doesn't mind, but I'm not sure about the other ones.
We can go find out.
Okay, that sounds fun.
So,
And
you guys make your way back across the city, going towards the first temple. It's the Temple of Helm. Being able to tell you what it is because you're from here. You're standing outside. How are you? Are you knocking? Are you drunkenly shouting Aska's name? What are you doing?
I don't think she would drunkenly shout her name. She would know to be respectful, even drunk.
Ileana would go and knock up on the door and ask her if they've seen someone matching Aska's description.
As you knock, the door after a few minutes, the door creaks open, looking at you. What description of Aska do you give? Do you give fox or do you give girl? You've seen both.
The girl one.
The man shakes his head. We have no traveling clerics of that kind.
Unfortunate.
Kind of creaks the door back closed.
Thank you.
So we make our way up to the Temple of Moradin.
Yep.
As you knock. Aska, you hear a knock on the door.
She mutters profanities under. What time is it?
It's probably like 9:30 at night.
She. In the morning or at night, did you say?
At night.
I was gonna say. In that case, yeah, she mutters various profanities under her breath and walks up to the door and can it have a slidey hatch?
Sure.
It has a slidey hatch and she kind of slams it open and looks through it.
You see Ileana.
No. This is fair.
You're not going to see Gray. unless Gray was climbing Ileana, you're not seeing Gray. So.
Ileana's Gray's on my shoulders.
Okay, you see Gray's feet in Ileana's face, Aska.
Ileana, is that you?
Hello? Yeah. That's good.
She slams the slidey door back shut and pulls the door open and sticks her head around.
Alright, both of you give me perception checks. Ileana and Gray at disadvantage. Okay. Ileana, there's one part of this floor that is stupidly clean. And you can see there's a bucket. Aska is currently drenched waist down from scrubbing. There's one part that it's almost like moonlight is hitting it, but it's completely indoors. She's been cleaning that for 12 hours. So
Been busy?
yeah, there's a step ladder for Aska, so she can get up there.
Yeah, been helping around the temple. They've had some cleaning that needed doing.
I'm sure they appreciated it.
I bloody hope so.
One kind of priest walks by muttering profanities under his breath because he just really looks at your spot and looks at the rest of the floor and realizing that now they have to clean it to that part.
So it matches.
They are staring daggers at you.
Well, I came to get you and Gray. Sir Tim and Clay and I traveled to Wishick with Merlin for a little bit. We thought to go rescue.
You travel to where?
Wishick, it's this town. It's across. It's not on this continent. It's across a little bit. No, actually, Dad gave me a map, didn't he?
You've been gone like 24 hours.
Yeah,
Not
no,
even.
Merlin
They've been
teleported
gone like
us.
12 and a half, 13.
Well, no, because she then slept,
She has not slept.
and this is the next day.
No, this is the same day.
Oh, I thought it was the next day. So, like, you've been gone like less than a day.
Yeah, Merlin teleported us. It was amazing.
Oh, okay. Where are Clay and the other one?
Clay and Sir Tim are back in Wishick. I came with Merlin here to get you guys. He's waiting in the square for us. If
Oh.
you are done here, I don't
She
know.
she
looks
looks at
over
the
to the floor.
very clean bit of floor. Yeah, I'm done.
Okay. And I assume we go and walk back.
Alright, so you
I
guys
say
grab your stuff.
goodbye and take my leave and stuff. I don't just walk out.
Okay. The head is very, very impressed with how well you cleaned the floor. The rest of the clergy, not so much. You take your stuff, you guys make your way towards the center. It's probably getting near 10, 11 o'clock at night. The moon's kind of glistening on the fountain. You see a pile of robes, boots, and a hat on the side of the the retaining wall to keep the water.
Merlin was here.
Hey, there's a hat!
So as Gray, you make your way up, you see a backstroking, spitting water in the air like a spitting fountain, swimming around the inside of the fountain. Merlin in a bathing suit, basically.
Oh, thank God.
I can do that. And can I animal shape into a goldfish and swim into the and jump into the?
Do you have a
What
swim
noise
speed
does
yet?
a goldfish?
I jump in the water first. I'm not like stupid.
No, but do you have a swim speed? At 5.
Yes, I do.
At 5?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, no, I don't.
you guys watch Gray jump in, splash, and then there's a goldfish following Merlin around.
What noise does a goldfish make?
Yes.
It doesn't make one,
Actually, it does.
Yes, they do.
and I don't know it. And therefore can't make it.
Blub blub.
Blub blub. Yeah.
There you go.
That was satisfying to hear. Blub blub.
So,
You realise I'm writing on my sheet like the noise a goldfish makes, right?
yes.
You realise I was expecting nothing less.
How many
This-
blubs does it
you're
take
professional.
to feed a fish?
So,
There we go.
Asuka and Liliana, what are you doing as you see the display?
I applaud quietly. And
I mean, Asuka kind of turns to Leon. She's like, I could probably make myself look like a goldfish, but I'd drown.
oh,
That's
Well,
some weird stuff.
not as cool as it would be to have like a goldfish army, I suppose. I don't think we need to do that.
I wonder if I made myself look like a goldfish, would I have to be in water?
I don't know. Depending on if you have gills or not.
I
And
don't
if you,
know.
if you maintain your regular form of breathing.
Sev, if I like illusioned myself into a goldfish, would I have to be in water or could I breathe air?
You'd have to try and find out.
I'm not even going to attempt it, but because I don't have the spell prep. But
So, Merlin eventually stops stepping out, snaps his fingers as he dries off, and his clothes kind of animate themselves and put them on as he watches Gray still kind of following behind.
Still swimming.
So then, are you ready to be off?
Yeah.
I think so.
He looks to Gray Goldfish. Or Gray Fish.
Bloop, bloop.
Okay. He pops open his hand, his book, summons Bigby's hand with a giant goldfish scoop, scooping you out of the water, pulling you up until you switch back into gray form in a giant goldfish net,
stay back.
and then kind of dumps you out over Ileana for her to catch you,
Liana catches her.
and steps open and again creates the magical doorway for you guys to head to Wishik.
I'm basically like druid crafting puffs of air, trying to dry myself off.
He's gonna
Like a
let you
hairdryer,
place.
almost.
It's gonna take a very long time.
Eventually she'll get bored and cast produce flame and control flames so she can heat herself and dry herself off.
So, just going through first. Are you guys going through?
Oh, he's created doorway. It would seem rude to do. So Gray will just run on through.
Okay, Gray just runs on through, soaking wet. Remember that. All
Yeah.
right. Asuka, are you going through?
Yep.
Okay. Asuka walks through, and then finally Liana and Merlin. As we will change maps.
Wait. Seems familiar, and yes, I know it not.
You kind of step out, Ileana, to a different area than you were before. You realize that you are kind of more in like a residential area of Wishik than you were before. Before you were in the markets, kind of the city center, though it's not in the center of the city. You kind of make your way out. Gray.
Huh?
Wishik is much farther north than where you were. You're soaking wet. It's really cold. Give me a con save.
Oh god. New or old sheet?
Still old sheet.
Man, I want my proficiency in con saves.
Yeah, you just stop on just your teeth are chattering. Ileana, you come out behind her. You see her, really cold, getting a little blue as you and Asuka step out directly behind.
Oh no.
It's so cold here.
Yeah, sorry. I should have warned you. It's kind of colder than back at the Dust Marsh.
We never go anywhere warm.
You went from like subtropical, like Florida, to like Canada in a matter of seconds.
We go back.
That was a really silly idea.
We could, but
You look, the doorway's gone because Merlin's sitting there. Goes, oh yeah, that's your house. Heading to my business, and just walks towards the large gates to the south.
bye, Merlin. Thank you.
Have fun.
Bye, Merlin.
We'll try.
I would. Clay and Tim, what are you doing? As you've been in the house that was loaned out to you guys for a few hours now before they kind of showed up because it took them a while to get together.
I
What are we
think
doing?
probably. I want to see this new gun of yours.
I guess I would show him bad news.
Oh no, I don't want you to show me it. I want it to go boom.
I can't quite show you that because that is a waste of ammunition.
Clay is insistent.
Oh, I show Clay the iron ingots, the gunpowder, and then I show him the actual cartridge for the bullets, and I say, later, if we ever get the chance, can you help me make some of these? Because, well, for my pistol, I'm running very low on ammo, and it wouldn't hurt to carry some more of these bullets.
If you let me shoot that at some point, I will make you as many as I can.
Oh my god. I want them that one. Clay shoots it back.
Oh god. Sure. Do you want to shoot it now?
Hell yes!
Oh god. This is gonna go horrible. I hand the bad news and I put one round in it, and I guess we head out to the back.
Yo, where are you shooting this at? You're in the middle of a city.
We gotta go somewhere safe.
I gesture to the fact we're in a house. It's safe in here, surely.
What building are we in?
We're in our house. This is our house.
It's a house it's a house that was loaned to you, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, Clay misinterprets that as this is our house.
We're near the front gates. We can go up to the front gates. I mean, how many hours did you say that they were gone for?
Quite a few.
Quite a few. Okay, let's redneck the shit out of this and let's go to the front gates and go shoot.
I will pick up some beer on the way.
There is a tavern on the way.
Yes.
We are going to the tavern.
It's a different tavern than you've been used to, Clay. As you walk your way down, there's bards playing. It looks like a packed house. Tim, are you going in with him? As he's offered to buy booze to take with you? All right. You guys kind of throw the doors open. There's a brilliant red carpet. Immediately, you guys kind of pick up that the women are not kind of fully dressed. Very scantily dressed. There's like a rocking and a ruckus coming from one of the doors upstairs. As you know, there's a woman that, oh, welcome. How are you all?
Are we in Winter's Playhouse?
Yes, this is the Silver Boar.
Is this legit as the Silver Boar?
Yes.
I like this place. We need booze that we can take. We're going to go shoot stuff.
Well, I guess we could provide you with booze. She kind of like motions to one of the girls, like, what the fuck are these two guys ordering booze here for? One of the girls goes off, comes back with, kind of wine, kind of skin, like 5-gallon wine skin, water skins full of booze, and hands them to you.
How much?
I'm trying to think what it is. It's like 2 copper. It's like 10 copper. It's silver, I think, for 5 gallons.
Cool.
Ale is stupidly cheap.
I have 5 silver pieces on me right now.
You also have the 100 gold that you got last session.
Yep. How much would it be for 1 silver piece? Like how much of it?
You're getting a 5-gallon like water skin full of ale each for silver.
Yeah, I did say I'm buying.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get my own too.
Clay now has 2. Yes.
Yes. Let's do this.
Okay. They again look and be like, you're not interested in anything else.
Do you sell ammunition?
She just shakes her head sadly.
Basically, I'm looking to discharge this rifle. Can you help me with that?
She's gonna insight you to see if she understands. The innuendo is strong with you.
And it's also entirely coincidental.
She understands that you're not talking about the rifle below the belt. Just one slung over your shoulder. She's like, sadly we can't help you with that one. And she, like, touches the tip of it. Just the tip.
I look at her curiously. Careful, it might go off in your hand. It's apparently very dangerous.
It's quite powerful.
She does. Then both you boys go off and have fun with your rifles and discharging them together.
Thank you. Like Clays, there's such nice people around here.
How much water skins do we get?
How many silver pieces you're spending?
1.
You get 1 for 5 gallons.
Oh, Clay knows what this place is.
1.
And
But he only realizes it now.
yeah, no, he says, oh, right. You do the right, yeah.
Tim's got no clue.
I
Tim
turn to
really
Sir
thinks
Tim
this
and
is a
I say,
bar.
it's one of those places, you know.
He gives him a wink.
Completely
I
lost.
understand. Completely.
So are you just buying
Careful.
1 5-gallon skin ale?
Fuck it, why not?
No, I bought 2.
I know you bought
He's
2.
bought 1.
I'm asking if he's buying 1 or 2.
I'm getting 2 this time.
Okay,
So
2. So you each
marked up-
walk out with 5-gallon ale skins. You're still headed for the outer gate?
Yeah.
It takes a good 20 minutes or so, because there's another row of buildings outside of this map.
Yeah.
You guys walk through, the doors are kind of cracked open, torches lit on each side. Kind of see grasslands. In the distance, you can guys make out a forest in the moonlight, but for the most part, open forest. You can see some farms around. Are you going hunting, or are you just gonna shoot it off here? What are you doing?
Let's fucking go hunting, dude. Let's
This
go
fucking,
hunting.
this,
All right.
you know what? I look at you and I'm like, I will go hunting with you, but only for one reason. Because I know somewhere there is a fuming little shit of an Elliot who is really angry at the fact that I'm willing to go hunting with you and not him.
You mean the man that shot his bow out of his hand?
Oh yeah, that guy that you fucked up. That's another reason.
Do you want to roll survival or?
First, you guys are drinking while doing all this, so let's have. We're gonna go start with Clay.
Okay.
Give me 5 con checks.
Oh shit.
Clay,
It's a
Clay
con check
is-
per gallon. That's more than
No. Clay isn't going to drink that heavily until we find somewhere where we can actually properly hunt.
You're
Clay's
making
not
your
gonna
way
be
there. You're
tanking
gonna
it.
start.
Yeah.
You're starting, but this is getting you to the hunting grounds.
Okay.
That's why I'm saying we'll do half and then half.
Okay.
Starts off real good. 26. 12's just barely beating the DC. You're not disadvantaged yet. You're fine. You're a little buzzed now. But not enough. Not feeling bad enough to get disadvantage.
Yes.
You're a little buzzed, but for the most part, you yourself, you feel, it hits you a little bit, but this shit's kind of weak in your mind right now. That's how you're viewing this. 5 gallons down. So Tim, 5 con saves. Starting off strong, keeping it up. Getting a little buzzed. You're at disadvantage on your next one. Oh, God.
Oh dear.
Tim
One more?
is wobbling back and forth. Yeah, you do one more.
Good.
A 21. All right, Tim. Survival check. You are the one hunting. You are the tour guide here.
I'm hunting as well.
Yeah, a 13.
Oh.
Because
I
you're
have-
drunk. You net one.
Can I try and help him? 'Cause
You
I
can
am-
attempt
I
to, but the
hunt.
DC's high.
Damn.
He's leading you out. you definitely put him in. Like at first, he started going to the house, but you turned to that's wrong, Tim. Tim, that's wrong. That's a farmhouse. He thought it was a big beast for a second. All right. So you guys are hunting. You're looking for motion. Are you drinking heavily again?
No, I fucked up.
You don't even think you. I mean, you. If Clay drinks, you drink.
I'm gonna
You tried
not
to man
finish this. I'm not gonna finish this one. Okay. I'm gonna make 2 more con checks,
Okay.
and then I'm good
All
for
right.
now. Because I want
gotta
enough
be-
to celebrate with afterwards.
Gotcha. Ooh. Disadvantage on your next one.
Well,
Still up. I mean, you're not Tim, but you are pretty good right now.
do I need it? 'Cause
Yeah,
I'm
you need to
drinking
make 2
deeper.
more because you're
Okay,
keeping up with
so-
Clay. You don't want to fall behind.
That's not one.
He's not making much sense to anyone that's sober, Clay, but somehow you're understanding him. That's 2
Oh,
strikes,
no.
Bogle.
Okay.
1 more.
Okay, that's a lot better.
Just stand up. All of a sudden, you guys move. Somehow he's
No.
communicating with you. You're not sure if you're actually having the same conversation, but words are being said. And that's for damn sure. All of a sudden, Tim, out of the corner of your eye, you spot something moving. It's big. You think it's the biggest buck you've ever seen in your life. And Clay has the rifle.
Oh, there. Oh, there. And I point towards whatever I see.
Shh. Let me just hold on. Which way around does this thing go? Alright, that's.
You've seen him fire enough rifles to understand the basic concepts of it. I'm not saying this is.
I know, but
Yeah, no.
but
No,
at that
I'm just
particular
saying-
moment.
I'm clarifying it just in general. You've seen enough that you know you have to pull the trigger. Stuff like that. Those aren't things you would have to.
Yeah. No, that's cool.
But I get the whole which way. I got you. I get you the drunk.
So I'm looking. Can I roll a perception to see what he's pointing at?
Yeah, I mean you can, or you can just see it because it's pointed out to you. Yeah, you see it. It's definitely there. It's dark. You see it a little clearer. It is definitely big, looks meaty, and definitely just out there. It does not see you somehow.
That looks like a food thing.
It looks
Clay
like a food
wants
thing.
the food thing.
Can I roll a perception check? What the hell I'm seeing?
You have beer goggles, good sir.
Bear goggles. Yeah.
So, Clay, it's a dexterity check because you're not proficient in guns.
He's not proficient.
He's not, so it's just dexterity, no proficiency.
Isn't your dexterity? Oh.
Yes.
Holy shit.
He pulls the trigger. Boom! Clay, I need an immediate dex check. Not a save because you knew it was coming, but it just how it works. I'm calling it just a dex check. Did not fall on your ass, basically.
That one, I fucking
Clay,
straight
boom! It goes up. You see him, Tim. He at the same time slips on something and falls, landing flat on his back. Wind knocked out of you. The gun itself is. You don't see it, Tim. It scatters off into the bush. You kind of hear like the shriek of something as it then thuds and hits the ground. You killed whatever you aimed at, Clay. That's for damn sure.
Oh no. This is gonna go great.
Tim, you see Clay on the ground, out of breath. You don't see a rifle, and there's a dead thing.
He holds up.
If
He holds
food
up a
thing.
thumbs up.
Clay just like thumbs up in your general direction. Just give me oh, that's whew.
You got to kill.
Are you toasted?
Did I just kill that? What was that? What did we kill?
Tim
What
is
did I kill?
Tim is just standing there with his thumb up, and like his eyes are slowly like drifting down. He's like, Huh?
Tim.
Yeah.
Tim.
Yes.
Tim.
Yes.
Sir
Yes.
Tim. It's Timmy. You know, I'm on the floor. Why am I was standing. Where's the bangy thing? Your bangy thing. I don't have it.
Banging thing.
The newspaper thing.
Newspaper. And I look around.
Investigation
Tim.
disadvantage.
Roll investigation to try and find a newspaper. Nat 20, motherfucker.
At disadvantage.
Disadvantage is a 20.
It's definitely not there on him at all. You, however, drunk, didn't see where it weren't paying attention where it went. But it's somewhere.
Clay is going to suddenly realize that he can actually stand up. He can. He has the capability, but it's only just dawned on him that, there was a time when he was vertical, not horizontal. So Clay stands, and it's just like, right. Oh, there's a barbecue thing, and we're gonna barbecue that thing. What is it? And I'm gonna walk over and see what I shot.
Okay. You have dark vision, right?
I do indeed.
All right. So you walk for a good. I mean, Tim's kind of standing there in the darkness as you've left him.
I just get your boomstick.
I walk off to some random direction.
All right. You lose sight of Tim as you walk towards whatever you shot. You walk for a good 25, 30 feet. So there's like low brush. And you walk into something. You look down. It's a wooden fence.
Nailed it.
On the other side, there's something dead there.
Is it a
Did I
cow?
just shoot?
Yes. You just shot a cow. You see on the distance a couple lights flickering on, the candles being lit in this farmhouse. They're good, like 600-700 feet away, but you can pick it out with dark vision, and the fact that there's no light source there.
He's kind of pretty sure he shouldn't have done that. Like he's relatively sure. He's not really sure. It's not the immediate we shouldn't be here. It's more, could I drag that over the fence? I turn
You have a better
around,
chance than
realize
Tim does.
Tim isn't with me.
Yeah, Tim's nowhere to be seen. You don't know if he's booked in or lost.
I am going to try and drag this This is my cow, okay? I'm gonna just give it a shot. I'm not gonna. Right.
All right, so you
My
hop
God.
the fence. Relatively easy. It's it's basically a deterrent from the cattle to leave. But if they really wanted to jump over it, the cattle probably could, being just a low fence.
Cows can't jump.
They can if they
Yes,
want.
they can. If they're really motivated, they can
They
jump the
can.
fence.
Bucking bronco.
So
That's
We
not
had-
jumping. That's kind of.
No, we had a cow that would jump the fence
Yeah.
daily. We had to run and get it back in.
That's adorable.
yeah, you on an island over there. Welcome to the Heartland.
Heartland, Ruby.
Not me.
Right.
Her.
I am.
You get over. You get to the cow. Do you want to investigate to see what you blew off of it?
What will I blow off of it?
An investigation, real quick.
Oh god.
You may have made the shot of the decade. You went from one eye to the other, straight across.
Okay, I'm gonna try and I want this cow. I will start to drag it towards the fence.
Yeah.
See if I can, and if I can, that fence is coming down.
Okay. Yeah. You making pretty good progress again. Kind of now with that air of oh shit, but I'm gonna try and get this cow anyways. You
He's
see
more
the
giggling
lights more and
angry.
more turning on, like more and more turning on. You haven't seen the door crack open, any torch lights coming this way yet, but you kind of take a time dragging it all the way towards the fence. You are at the fence.
I don't want there to be a fence anymore.
How are you breaking the fence? I mean, it's a small wooden fence. But yeah.
I'm just gonna walk through it. I'm gonna start dragging the cow and then use the weight to and my weight to just push the fence over.
Okay.
No, bad fence.
Give me another strength save. Yeah, you move you just kind of kick the posts out. The fence falls over. You still dragging the cow away.
This is my cow. People don't seem to understand.
I'm gonna say to get it to a point where you're not gonna get caught, give me one final strength save.
Oh my
God,
god.
you're a cattle wrestler now.
For this, I'm gonna pop a rage.
Rage dragging a cow. Alright.
I'm a cow wrestler, motherfucker! Oh my god!
In his rage, he starts punching the cow in right between the forehead. Just punching. You see a torch getting closer.
No way I'd hurt the face because if this all goes wrong, I'm just taking the head.
Fine, we'll say you did the back of the neck just in case you have to rip the head off.
Okay.
Alright, one more as now the torches are getting closer. You're like, I'm still saying you're raged at this point.
Yes!
22! Just both legs over, almost the ass itself sitting on top of Clay's head. He just starts running into the forest, dragging this cow as the head bangs behind him all the way towards the main tower.
So, Tim.
You've gotten away. You have no clue where Tim is.
Tim. Okay, I'm gonna leave.
You told Tim to
I'm gonna
go
leave
fucking-
Tim.
So
You
Tim,
told Tim.
roll me a
You told
d6.
Okay. He told Tim to go search for you. He's like, oh, good idea. Oh god, that's hilarious. I don't care. This
Actually,
is
it's
worth
a
it.
d8.
Oh,
That's
okay.
fine.
It's 5.
5.
I was gonna say it's a D8 to see which direction he goes in.
Yeah, I was thinking d6.
I know how scattered eyes works.
So 5. 5 as Tim has run off to the south. Tim, you're back in the middle of the plains. Like you can without being out of the forest, you can see the moonlight. You're back out in the middle of these plains. No clue where anyone is. Like you can see about say 10 feet in all directions of you. Give me an intelligence saving throw, not at disadvantage, just regular.
Oh. this is
Everything
great.
else, basically everything you're rolling is at disadvantage.
Oh!
You remember as you get here, you can see the wall in the distance. Oh shit, my gun!
I
He
head
just
back.
ran off in a direction. Okay, you turn and run. Give me another d8.
Oh god. Because I don't know that those things are coming after him and shit.
You have not a clue.
2.
2
That's actually the way you want to go.
I know.
Ish.
ish. So Tim runs back into the forest. Tim, give me a perception check at disadvantage.
Perception. Yeah, fuck.
16. Something big and heavy, looking like a two-headed monster with a head on each side, walking on 2 of its, like, what looks to be 8 appendages, is coming barreling through, making all the just rage-like noises through the forest, almost directly in your direction, almost right at you. What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna run away.
Roll me d8 as you run away from play.
He's drunk. I don't know what to do.
You don't need to because he's drunk enough where it works.
Good, good.
You run back in the direction you came from. At this point, you're chasing. You see Tim screaming like a little girl, running.
I love the
through.
idea. I love the idea that he's there in the plains and he's like, I must go back for my gun, and then he just runs back to the plains like 5 seconds later and is like, this is my life now. I must make a home here.
You're basically, he's running in the same direction as you break the
Oh,
forest. You
there's
don't know
also
it's Clay because you can't see him. He can
I
see
can't.
you.
I don't have dark vision.
I know.
I'm.
You don't know that it's Sir Tim, but you see an adventurous male screaming and just running at all hell from you.
Oh my god, this is the greatest couple hours of my life.
I just yell, "You'll never take my cow!" and then just storm off towards the city.
Alright, are you gonna try and change direction? As basically you're heading for the main gate. This creature shouting that you'll never steal his cow is directly behind you, almost following you, in your mind following you.
Do I recognize the voice?
You are terrified, so you do not.
I will change the directions.
Roll me a d8.
I want to find my gun. Oh god.
He has 2 directions, ladies and gentlemen.
But that's the thing
It's
too.
5 and 2.
But what you don't understand is he keeps going due south and then off to the northeast. Due south, then off to... He's technically moving. Even though he's rolling the same 2 numbers, he's technically moving over. He's zigzagging his way. So all of a sudden you see this guy just scream, headed off towards more farms. As Clay, you make it to the front gate. One of the guards, raises an eyebrow at you.
I'm going to start whistling nonchalantly.
Give me a performance.
No,
Yes.
no, you can't make me.
Yes. I can.
Okay.
Is it your charisma modifier like a -2 or 1? Or is it a 0? Oh, it's a 2. That's good.
Dude, one of
Can
the
I have
guards
an
goes...
advantage
No,
because
no.
I'm charismatic when I'm drunk?
No, you can't. But I got you. One of the guards goes to, raise a finger and stop you. You see this other guy, much older, grizzled, kind of, probably late in his years. He just puts his hand on this young, gate guard's shoulder, shakes his head, and just gives him the look like, you don't even want to start with this one. Just let it go. Just let it go.
I know what you want to say, but remember, he's carrying a cow.
Yeah. This has no
Single-handedly.
eyes. And he was running while doing it. The gate guard just shakes his head and then steps back, allowing you to enter the city.
I am gonna take the cow back to the flat or the place, the house. I'm gonna get it through the door, and then Kai's gonna have a nap.
Okay. Well, we'll pick up on you when you get to the house. So Tim, you are sprinting. Eventually, you kind of calm yourself, realizing that you're not being chased anymore. However, I need an immediate dex saving throw at disadvantage. A 17. You go ass over tea kettle over a wooden fence, but you maintain, you stick the landing somehow, drunken master style.
Oh. Well then. And I look around.
Around the 5 feet you see, and you see a fence that you just tripped over, and some grass.
Do I notice anything else?
Not really. There's some torch lights going around, and closer to the west of you, and some lights are being lit in the houses, other what seems to be farms around. They've woken up the others to check on their cattle.
Yeah.
And you're probably, from what you can ascertain, even drunk, standing in the middle of a cattle pen.
I need to find my gun. That's all I said.
Okay.
Oh god, how are we gonna do this?
Give me an intelligence check. Disadvantage. Because you've been
Straight up
screaming. Yep.
8.
You realize your gun's somewhere to the west from where you are. You realize, just in the brief moment of clarity, that gun's somewhere to the west.
I head in that direction.
Okay. How are you maintaining what's west?
Do I know what direction that is?
You do not. You're like, I'm west.
Oh.
It's west. No, you basically gain that. But I'm going to need a survival check at disadvantage because you're trying to maintain on this path while drunk.
Hello?
Can you hear us? Sparks?
Hello?
Hello.
I can't
Hi.
hear us. We're supposed to test and pub crawl.
Sparks? Stand by. He's so drunk he can't connect. Sparks? Alright, so, girls. You're all stood outside this house as around the corner comes Clay with a cow over his back, the ass almost sitting on his head, carrying both the hind legs on his back. And you look up and you see Gray, Ileana, and Asuka.
Clay?
I
What?
immediately got the cow.
Why do you...
It thuds to
No,
the side.
Clay?
I don't want to know.
Shh, we need to get a cow inside the house, okay? I need you, the cow needs to go inside the house.
Why?
Because the farmer and the boomstick and Tim and the screaming.
God, you killed someone's cow, didn't you?
Oh, what's going on? Because I reconnected to my phone, but
Yeah.
I can't roll.
We'll get you in a second. I picked up with Clay, arriving as the girls do.
Okay, so look, I need to get cow in house, and like Clay starts dragging the cow into the house, just like just don't, shh, okay.
That's
Oh,
someone's
hello.
property. Hello.
This is our house. This is my cow. It doesn't have any eyes. I shot it. It was a good shot.
It was a good shot. Good job.
Hey, thank you very much. I think I remember making it. I don't. It's
that's
been
good.
a long night. I don't. As you weren't. Where did Asuka and Gray come from? They weren't here.
I brought them from Dustmarsh.
Why didn't
Well,
you let me know you were bringing them? I would have sobered up.
Sorry.
You straight up told him. He just doesn't remember.
He also got drunk after you left and told him.
Look, I'll come inside. There's plenty of room apart from the cow. Tim is around, somewhere, or he's not. In which case, oops. And Clay just drags the cow inside.
No, I don't want to know.
No, me neither.
That's but that they're gonna like that's someone's property, guys.
It might have been a wild cow.
There
Yeah,
are
exactly.
no wild cows. They are
No.
typically domesticated as they are. There's no.
This cow wasn't
Oiled cow.
domesticated. It wasn't at all. It was dead.
All three of you make me investigation check. Not Clay.
It's gonna have
See if you can
brand
find.
and-
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Cows are totally wild.
So Asuka, you find the brand. It's definitely has been someone's cow. You definitely see the brand. However, all three of you note the pieces of fence posts that were broken off and impaled into the cow as Clay drug it through the fence.
Clay, where did you break into someone's cow pen and steal their cow?
No. First of all, I shot it. Then I found preventative measurements against the escaping of cows, and then
Okay.
it wasn't there anymore.
Because she broke it?
Well, I guess you could say I took offense to it.
Okay, that's good.
Oh my god. Okay, I want to give him.
Okay.
Anyway, look, it's not really a big problem because if anybody asks, I mean, it's not like I know how to use a firearm. And to be honest, this is also Tim's fault because he should have known better than to give me a boomstick. Because this shit's got some, I don't know what it's called, but it hit me. I shot the cow, but the rifle hit me. And I fell over, and I was pretty
Are you
drunk
alright?
already. I'm fine. I'm good. I'm
Asuka
good.
holds out
Really
her hand
hungry.
and touches his face and casts Lesser Restoration in a vain hope to sober him up a bit.
Clay, do you want to be sobered up?
Yeah, no, Clay wants to be sobered up just so he can eat and cook better.
Okay. You kind of step one back. You're still buzzed.
Oh.
But you all of a sudden go through the rush that, yes, you stole someone's cow. Yes, you broke and shattered someone's fence. And Sir Tim was so drunk, you just were talking to him to make him feel good about himself, but you didn't understand a damn word he said. And he's out there by himself.
I'm just...
This all hits you,
Oh.
like, in that moment the spell is cast.
Oh, man. Damn. Okay. We need to eat this whole cow. Because I can't take this back. I want the skull, though, because I managed to shoot through an eye and out of another eye, and that's fucking impressive. But there was also a fence, and... what was it? There was a
Do you
fence,
remember?
there was a cow, there was a
How
gun.
much does a cow cost?
Do you remember where Sir Tim is?
Oh my god, I lost Sir Tim! Shit!
Oh god!
You also remember you told him to go find his gun, and he wasn't smart enough on his own to light a torch. He just stumbled in the darkness.
I left him out there. He can't see in the dark, and I may have pissed off a lot of
Hey.
farmers, and they might... I didn't realize he ran away from me. He was screaming. I didn't know. Look, he gave me a gun and alcohol. What were you expecting to happen?
Well,
For you
no
to
one's
have a-
died, I guess, so that's good.
Exactly. So this
No
is
one's
a
dead.
win.
As soon as you say no one dies, the camera dramatically, slowly pans to the face of the cow with its eyes shot out, and then back to you.
No people were hurt in the making of this one shot. However,
A cow may have died.
I am going to just say, like, okay, right, walk over, draw my knife, cut the brand straight off this thing, and then grab, like, some blankets and just cover the cow and just be like, right, that's hidden now. Nobody knows who that is. So, now, we've just got to go and find Sir Tim.
On the
And then we can
outside
eat.
chance you nat 20, give me a survival check.
Okay, let's go.
Really not going to
I give
make
Gray.
preparations.
I give Gray one of my onesies.
Hold on,
She's
I need
still
that
very
Clay
cold.
survival check.
Is it a bear onesie?
Yes.
Then she takes it.
Where did you buy the other onesie?
No, she had onesies with her. She had a couple with her.
Was that
Her
a new
fox.
shoe?
Her fox.
Oh, from home?
No,
I'm
the
just-
onesies are not
I'm
on my
just messing with you. Nah. But I need that, Josh.
will
Roll me a
put,
survival.
like-
I want to see how well you hide this cow. I really do.
You bet your ass I'm gonna hide this cow.
I am so waiting for a nat 20 right now.
He's rolling survival to hide a cow inside the house?
Yes.
Perfect.
Nailed it.
Kind of slides it to the side, puts the sheet over it. You can tell it's a cow, but hey, Clay, you're like, it's a sofa.
I'm just like, it's modern art, okay? If anyone asks, it's modern art. Can I give me a
Grace.
16 if I say it is modern art?
Yeah, I'll give it a 16. Granted, it was a DC based thing, but yeah, it's definitely, you get the 16.
Grace stood arms crossed, shaking her head. Still.
Okay, obviously not a fan of modern art. Look, we need to go find Setim.
Yes.
You need to
Where
go and
did you go?
apologize and pay for that cow and fix their fence.
Yes, that too. But we need to find Sir Tim first
But-
in case
So,
But
Tim-
I
he
can do...
can't see. He can't
We-
see
we
outside.
should-
He could
you-
run off a cliff.
As like the camera fades as she's
Yes.
saying
Oh, no.
that, like Sir Tim gets inside. You just and the camera kind of switches and transitions to Tim as he's just running wildly in the dark. So Sir Tim, roll me that
Yes.
D8.
D8!
See how
I
well
head
you.
somewhere to the west.
You were heading to the west, yes. Actually, sorry, it's a
No,
survival. No, actually, roll me survival because you knew what direction you were going towards
I
your
did.
gun to
I
get
did.
back to where you started. So, where's your second survival?
Survival! 14. Fuck. Or is that an
I need to go that way. You start heading directly, almost on point to your gun, and then you see the flicker of fire, like a couple fires, and you're like, "That's pretty," and you start sprinting towards the torches.
Oh no! This is gonna go so well.
Okay, so you are. Let's see. I'm trying to think. You were farm 2. All right, so give me another dex save at disadvantage.
Oh,
You're finding
Fuck.
that other fence.
haha!
An 11. You
Oh.
fall. You trip over this time, not landing on anything but your face. As you thud and impact, you look up, and there is just the face of a cow just chewing grass, staring right at you.
Can I see it like perfectly?
Yeah, it's right in front of you. There's enough moonlight to that within 5 feet. Otherwise, you'd be completely dead blind, and you'd be tripping over rocks.
Holy cow!
It moves at you in distaste.
Bad pun, I know. Okay, so I stand up and obviously gonna survey my. Back where I started.
The torches. You are probably just north of where you started. Like you're in where he shot the cow. You're in that pen with another cow. But
God.
the torches are really close, like 100 feet close. You mean you thudded pretty well?
Do I feel like I want to go towards the torches or go find my gun?
I don't know.
I'm still drunk, like pretty drunk, like fucked up.
Yeah, you are one away from passing out.
Let's see. What's the wise thing to do? Go find my gun or go to the torches? Let's go to the torches!
All right, you start sprinting towards the torches. Immediately, you see a number of what seems to be, peasants, farmers, like very, very, they're not struggling in terms of keeping up, but in terms of wealth, they make enough to survive, to keep their families warm in the winter. You know what I mean? They make enough to get by. They're not spending anything on anything extravagant.
Okay.
And there's a couple like old blades kind of pointing at you. You there?
Who? The cow or me?
That's what you think you say. Just a jumbled mess. As all of a sudden, from behind, you just feel a pressure on the back of your head, and you are knocked out unconscious.
Oh god.
There's no discussing things with a drunk man. So we will transition back to in the house as they all stare at the modern art. One kind of their arms crossed, and making comments about the cow.
I'll be right back.
Kosofa.
Does anybody know how much a cow costs?
Not in this world.
You are from this world, dear.
Yeah,
You mean this continent?
yeah. Sorry.
I gotcha.
Thank you.
To be fair, Claire, surely it's whatever the farmer decides to charge
What she said.
What I'm hearing is no one knows.
you.
Gray, you look
Mhm.
cold and wet.
I am still a little cold, yes.
Aska digs through her bag and pulls out a bear onesie and hands it to Gray.
Be right back.
Great.
And
Gray
yes,
realizes
it
you
is
should-
now on her character sheet, Seth. I have 4 onesies on my character
Did you
sheet.
take off 4 gold? 1 for each onesie.
Yes. She had them before she came in.
Gray will put the onesie on because she's still cold.
Don't put it
Right.
over wet clothes.
She puts
You'll
it
just
over.
make the onesie wet.
Well, I don't know how I'm supposed to wear this.
Maybe we could go inside and get warm, or
You guys
thought
are
we were
inside right
looking-
now.
okay.
I thought we were
Guys,
looking for Tim.
I think you should
we need
go-
to.
put the onesie on over clothes that aren't wet.
Fine. Goes and changes.
You're now a bear.
You are a cute and cuddly teddy bear. Look to you.
I'm so tempted to get my bear onesie.
It's a little bit long in the legs because she's like 8 inches taller than you, but
That's better than nothing.
exactly.
Oh, need to read something. Just saw something perfect.
How to wear a bear onesie?
Exactly.
No.
Alright, let's see this. So what are you guys doing?
Waiting for Josh to come back before we go and rescue Tim from the farmers?
Well, technically, in character, we're gonna go find Tim. if we
Find
can,
Tim.
I imagine.
Yeah. I think the overall plan is out of character to stop him being dead. Which is
We're
Aska's
gonna
fault.
kill him.
That's kind of too far, right? I mean,
I
someone
mean, you've
dies-
already lost one character, so
someone dies to a cow.
yeah.
Person, their livelihood. We shot people. Oh well, you're.
Yeah.
You're
Technically, he didn't even shoot anyone.
I
Yeah, I didn't
know,
do
but-
shit. I was
I got a
I
hole
feel
in
like
the
they would
fence
at
they have
least
to
find that out
repair.
first.
it's like,
Oh
you
yeah.
know what happened to the cow?
Alright, I've calculated the worth of a cow.
Oh god, it's not PHP.
It's not in the PHP.
Can any of us afford it?
I don't know. There's camels, like in the PHP, right? It's all mounts. There's no.
Isn't
So
there
I went by the-
cattle?
No. There's camel,
thought-
donkey and mule, elephant, horse, draft, horse riding, massive pony, and warhorse. You might have thought camel was cattle. I thought it was in there too. But I went by meat chunk and the average weight of a cow. Maybe in the DMG I'll look in there next.
Alright, well, Gray's gonna, I guess, head out and go look and head towards the wall. I'm presuming at this point Clay told us which way they left and came back from.
I would say yeah. I would say that's a fair enough assumption. That he would have told you that. There's no reason he wouldn't have.
Yeah. So I guess we go out that way.
Okay, so are you all going? Is anyone staying behind?
I think we're all going.
I'd be very tempted to suggest Clay stays behind.
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
probably cold still. She can warm up by the fire.
Let's not antagonize people.
Okay, so you leave him with his modern art.
Admiring it.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
As you guys make your way out, again, it takes you about 20 minutes to get to the outer gate. You kind of see a number of guards at this point, dragging an unconscious Tim past you.
Oh, I didn't even get to the thing.
Hi there.
It's a little late, youngless. You still look 14. So it's going to be it would be the normal response to that for guards.
Not as young as I look. Where did you find him?
Him? In
Yeah.
the middle of a cow pen where a cow had obviously been killed, then destroyed a fence. And he was there. Drunk
Well-
beyond belief.
How drunk
Before
is
he
drunk?
went back to the city?
He couldn't speak common or any other language. He made noises.
She looks to the others and just kind of shrugs.
We're really sorry.
Where are you taking him?
To the barracks and jail.
Like, for how long?
We'll see in the morning.
And if he sobers up and is really apologetic?
Then he can pay the damages and be released.
And how much would that be?
The farmer will have them to us in the morning. He looks up, he's like, you do realize it's like 1 o'clock in the morning now, right?
It's like,
Yeah, it's past
I
midnight.
realize.
Well past midnight.
That's fair.
They seem none too impressed that they had to go out to the middle of the countryside, the town guard, to take care of this.
we could always take him off your hands and take him home.
He actually
Wait.
laughs at you and puts one hand out and pats you on the top of the head.
Not as young as I look, guys. Please stop with the patronizing patting of the head. It's really annoying.
We'd make sure he came back and fixed your fence and paid the monies.
He's kind of a friend of ours, and we were worried about him. He didn't come.
He'll be in the jail. You'll know exactly where he is. And you can see him
Find
in
it
the morning.
That's fair.
Okay.
Did
She puts on her
Okay,
big
when they told
puppy
us.
dog, adorable young girl,
Thank you.
voice and flutters her eyelids.
And they drag him off towards the barracks.
Oh,
thank you.
I tried, guys.
You'd realize, right? The one person that the guards kind of know in the town that got some sort of rep was Clay, and he left him behind because he made it to the finals. Remember, you're in a town where no one knows you. They've seen Ileana briefly. They've seen
I'm an
Tim.
adorable little girl with big.
They see adorable little girls all the time.
You're an adorable little girl out at 1 o'clock in the morning. In their mind, you're probably either an urchin or so, you're some sort of thief.
I was gonna say she looks like neither, but she probably does look a little bit like a thief right now.
Yeah, because you're not in full armor. So
No, she's.
yeah, so they bring back. You guys make your way back to the house, I would assume.
Is there a tavern nearby? Still open?
There's 2 taverns nearby. There's one in this district that the boys found, and then there's one in the center of.
Oh, I still have my gold.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'll
I
head
think
back
Grace
to the
probably
town-
had enough
to the
drink for
house.
today.
I got nada. I literally have no money.
Yeah, you missed out on the 300 gold last session.
Oh, I'm so sorry for having a job.
I'm just
and
saying you missed out on it.
Doing stuff. Having
Sorry.
a social life.
And
guys. I'm so sorry
none of you
about
guys.
that.
No, this is my favorite part. Is you guys all left the city without asking for a reward.
We what?
You all
That
left
what?
Dustmarsh without asking the guard for a reward.
I know. I wondered if it would be good, but
Yeah, it would have been
Too late.
really a smart choice.
Hi, we just saved the town. Can we have some money, please?
They would
oh
have
no, my dad has lots of money.
Not really Grace style.
Not really Asker style.
No, but you meeting with anyone of note, when you came back in, they would have given you a reward. You have to kind of seek these people out.
In all fairness, I wasn't here to do that.
You were at this session. You left.
Shh.
I gave you free roam in the city. So, you guys wake up in the morning. Probably a little later because you guys were out all night. You're probably not waking up till about 9, almost 10 o'clock in the morning. By the time you get to bed to get your full rest in. Both of you take a little bit of time, I would assume, to prepare your spells for the day.
Yeah.
Both of you are now at your higher level character.
Yay.
Yay!
For
Lots of spells.
I don't know if you haven't prepared. You can prepare them while we do this because I don't suspect you guys are going to use spells in town, but we'll find out.
I'm a trickery cleric, Sev.
I'm aware. Tim,
Yes.
roll me a con save. You've woken up. You're not feeling as, you are a little bit hungover. You really dehydrated, kind of the headache and stuff. But you realize the headache's much worse, and you kind of like feel to the back of your head, and there's a good lump of where the blunt edge of a blade hits you over the back of the head.
Oh, for goodness sake, what happened last night?
You look around. You are basically on a cot in a prison cell. You immediately don't. There's a couple other people in cells.
Do I
No
see
one.
Clay?
No, you do not see Clay anywhere. You are kind of sitting in the middle. You go to your sides. You don't have your backpack. Your guns are gone. Everything that you had on you was assumably taken because you were in prison. It makes sense
Even
why you
armor?
don't have it. Yeah, you are just in plain clothes.
You mean noble clothing?
Yeah, you're in your plain clothes. You're in whatever.
Okay.
Are you just gonna sit there, or are you do anything?
I'm gonna get up and like rub my head a little bit and walk
Yeah.
up to the
There are
bars.
stone walls on each side, and then there's a full wide open kind of metal bar system. So you can kind of see a little bit down the hall each way, and you can kind of see a couple other people in cells. You can't see the person directly next to you on either side because of the stone walls.
What in God's name did Clay get me into? And I rub my head and walk up to the door and kind of knock on it. Like, hello?
Yeah,
Hello?
you kind of walk to the bars and calling out.
Oh,
The person directly across from you, a human male, is just kind of looks over at you and you are alive. He's
feels
also behind a
almost-
cell.
Yeah, this quite feels something other than alive. I kind of blink a few times and just look at him. It's like, who are you and where in God's name are we? This is obviously some type of cell. Am I in a different town?
What town do you think you're in? And I'm
Do we ever
I'm
get
Mitch
to know
R.
this
Ray.
town?
Yeah, you knew that you were in Wishick.
The last town I was in was a place called Wishick.
You are definitely still there, my friend.
Oh, that's a relief.
Fancy for being locked up. He's obviously looking at your clothes.
I kind of nod slowly and just look at him. It's quite the fashion nowadays, I assume.
What's your reason for being here, friend?
Honestly, the last thing I remember was getting shit-faced with my friend, and then waking up here.
If it's only fighting, you'll be out easy enough. Won't take you very long. At this point, you kind of see another human male kind of walking down studded leather. You can see from your periphery coming from the left of your cell, heading down. There's another human male, kind of just in like a studded leather, kind of darker clothes, and he is walking and talking with what seems to be a guard.
I call out to them and to say, "Can you help me? I think there was a misunderstanding."
The one in studded leather just kind of looks at you, and then kind of looks. I don't know what you've done. I can't really help you, but I can help someone else. And he kind of holds his hand out with a bag, putting it in the guard's hands, and they unlock Mitchar's cell across from you.
Ooh.
Well then, brother, let's go. We have business. And Mitchar kind of looks over to you and says, "I'll see you about then if you get out of here."
Do you run a store or any place around here?
Kind of. We'll say kind of. It's, and he kind of looks to you and waits for the guard to kind of take a few steps away. The guy looks at you and goes, "It's just north of the market district. 2nd Street up, last building on the left. There's a small marking on it." He looks you over and says, "You'll be able to read it." And then nods to you, his brother, also nodding, and then walking past the guard as the guard approaches you.
Okay.
The guard approaches you and says, "So then, what do you remember?"
Oh, my head hurts. I remember getting drunk. Me and my companion were walking towards outside the northern gates and towards the forest. And then I woke up here.
Oh, so you don't remember murdering the cow, destroying the fence, or letting multiple cattle escape or anything like that, do you?
Murdering a cow?
Yes.
Sir, I do believe I am above murdering farmers' cattle.
You were in the pen. You had other black powder weaponry. It would make sense.
I mean, I do have black powder weaponry, and
There was a bang, and that's what woke up the farmers.
Oh, goodness sake.
Yeah.
Look, all I know is I do not know exactly what happened last night. All I know is that I got drunk with my friend, and that was it.
Well then, he motions for you to step back, and says, "Then, would you care to get rid of this dispute then?
Care to what?
Get rid of this dispute."
Sir Tim steps back and nods slowly.
Yeah, he motions for you to turn around. He unlocks the cage, produces a pair of manacles, has you manacle yourself. Do you manacle yourself? Just your hands.
Yep.
As you manacle yourself, then he checks them, leads you through. It's a very small kind of jail in itself. It's there's probably only 25 cells in total. Kind of leads you up a stone corridor, out, basically out in front of the barracks, over here. As I will put you over here, and basically you begin. He begins ushering you. When you leave, there's a couple more guards that join you. You're kind of brought over to the city hall.
Okay.
At this point, as this is happening, what are you girls doing? And Clay, if Clay's back.
Josh isn't back.
Okay.
It looks like he's out for tonight. He's in a lot of pain at the moment.
That's
I'll go
fine.
up and talk with him in a second. But yeah, Aska will kind of get up, wait for everyone else, and I'm guessing head out to go find Tim.
Yeah.
Ileana as well?
Yes.
Okay, so you guys have never seen the barracks, but you were told that they are in the barracks. How are you going to find the barracks?
Aska's going
Go
to
up
ask
to
for
the
directions.
Okay, yeah, you kind of pull someone aside. The streets are pretty busy. The gates to the south into the market district wide open at this point. There's a couple guards just generally standing there. Are you asking people or are you asking guards? What are you doing?
Whoever we come across first.
I mean, you're going to obviously come across a person first before you get to the guards.
I will ask a random pleb then.
Okay, yeah, there's a man walking, carrying kind of a basket. What are you saying to him?
Would you happen to know their way to the barracks?
Yeah, go through these and he points to the south to the big two towers, large stone walls. That's the market district. Head there, first intersection, take a left. It's the big building with all the guards around it.
Thank you.
He nods.
Thank you.
They Aska heads in that direction.
All right, you as you guys kind of turn the corner, you can see Tim at this point being ushered with some guards towards the city hall.
Aska runs up and she keeps her distance. She doesn't particularly want to die.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you guys aren't brandishing any weapons. You can run up and, you're not making any aggressive actions. They're not going to treat it as a hostile action yet.
There
Tim,
you are, Tim.
You're allowed to speak, Tim.
Oh. Hello, everyone. When did you two get here?
yesterday,
Awesome,
and then
last-
we came to find you, and you were in prison.
Yes, I noticed that. Where's Clay, by any chance?
Getting over the hangover from last night, probably.
I honestly do not remember anything at all of what happened or occurred last night, but maybe there can be some words or something to, I guess, help in this endeavor.
I think your best bet is probably paying for the damages.
That's the thing, I don't remember doing any damages whatsoever, let alone anything at all outside of...
I would just get it over and done with.
So we need to check with Clay to figure out what happened last night with what you guys did.
But we could do that later. We could just fix this now and pay for the damages. And you can say you're sorry.
Later.
And then you two can work out whatever happened whenever you like. This is Gray's unimpressed voice, by the way.
Tim just
Yeah,
nods.
Your salty voice.
Aska looks very disappointed in you.
Says the one who destroyed a tavern.
I didn't destroy a tavern. I had a good time and broke a few bottles of wine and a couple
Chairs,
of
tables.
I didn't kill
I remember.
someone's cow. and
500
then break
gold.
down their fence.
Neither did Tim, technically.
That is true, but he was the one who was stupid enough to give Clay a gun.
So, are you guys following Tim into the city hall, or?
Yeah.
Okay.
I will be back in a moment. I'm gonna go check on Josh.
You guys all follow Tim, and they kind of allow you to step behind. Again, when I go on guard, always keeping an eye on you. As they bring you into the city hall, there is, you are kind of sat down on a bench outside of what you remember as where you dined last night, the kind of the meeting chamber.
This is where we had that meeting.
Yeah.
We ate food. Okay.
A little bit of time goes by, and a few people enter. One being a Goliath that Ileana and Tim you met, Sari, walks in, kind of nods to you, looks side-eyed at you in chains, Tim, and enters
Nods
the
back.
meeting room.
Tim nods back.
And also an elf that two of you had previously met, Mirwin, walks in. Kind of smiles to you. Good day, Ileana.
Good day.
And then laughs with that. Laughs him. Couldn't last a night with that in chains, huh?
Quite honestly, don't remember what happened at all in one night.
Must have been a good time then. And she kind of walks into the center, the chamber. You back, Beth?
I don't think so.
Okay. About 20 minutes goes by. A couple of the other people that are seated at the bench with you, Tim, going before you as they were up earlier. You notice that most of them are coming out, chains loosened, kind of the guards then walk them out, quite unsure, what exactly the proceeding was. You do note that one person that enters does not exit before you are brought.
Okay. Do I see what it looks like?
Going inside, yeah. Again, you see, it's a little bit different of setup. You guys, the three of you, are allowed in as well, knowing that you are his friends. They allow you in. Instead of the large central table, that's now to almost has been moved to the sides. There is a kind of large circular table now in the center. You see on the northern end of it there is Oren Shepard, who is two of you had met, which is the mayor, kind of the leader of the council here. You see Sari, you see Merwin, and then on the sides, on the middle part, on each side, there are two other people that you are unfamiliar with. You've never met before, and then you are seated at the very south point. The three of you, Ileana, Aska, and Gray, you are sat. There's a couple rows of seating set up away from the table. You guys are allowed to sit there. You are kind of told to wait for 1 minute as the door opens behind you. So again, it's a large meeting chamber, not very ornately decorated or anything like that. It's more practical than anything else. You see a human male enter. Seems to be in rags, kind of dirt on his skin. Basically, he's a farmer. They take baths when they can, but it's mainly dirt work. I mean, they're going to be filthy most of the time. He sits in the rows behind, and Oren looks at you. His full name, please. Looking at
My
you,
name is Tim Velcona.
Well, welcome to Wishik again, Sir Tim O'Connor.
He lightly bows.
So, what do you have to say versus the charges that I believe you were informed of by the guard, correct?
Charges of destruction and the killing.
The killing of
cattle.
someone else's livestock.
Quite frankly, I plead not guilty, for I do not know the exact outcomes of what occurred last night.
That doesn't help us. I mean, you were the only person there that we are aware of. You do use black powder weaponry, which
Indeed.
does follow his story, and they had that account to the guards before they found you, so that seems to be legit of, you know what I mean, on our end. I mean, right now it looks very much like you are guilty on all accounts. I mean, you were drunk. I don't see this as a malicious act, more one of stupidity, but it still is, you know, a crime nonetheless.
Indeed. Towards the crimes, I cannot deny or accept them solely on the fact is I do not understand myself. There, however, was another friend that I was with last night, but I don't see him here, and I don't know if he knows anything at all, or if I accidentally did this, and if I did so, then I am quite sorry, and whatever damages are dealt, I shall pay for myself.
Yeah, he nods. Since you're back, Beth,
Yeah.
you watched as a elf, much more distinct than just ones that were born on this plane, walked by you. Being from the Fae and knowing of a different tribe, give me a history check. Double 12s. You know that this elf is definitely from the Fae, just based on some of their tattoos. You don't know. You know that they're not of the. What was the other name? I'm on the wrong map. Not Operate. Now, give me a second here. The world map's so large. You know that they're not of the Asura tribe, which was the elves that were closest to you and Clay. You remember the Asura were very kind of elven, not elven supremacists, but they kept to themselves. They were very secluded. They didn't really deal with you very much unless there was an absolute need.
Yeah.
She is definitely not a Asura, though. Definitely a different tribe from the Fae.
Okay.
You picked that up pretty quickly. And you would also note that she spoke and nodded both to Ileana and to Tim. And acknowledgement, treatment, respect, stuff like that.
Not bad.
Cool.
So, they looked to you and said, so then you were willing to pay the damages.
Quite so. If this is indeed my fault, which
It would seem, you know, as far as we know. I mean, unless any of the three girls are saying that Clay admitted shooting the cow, I can't put him here because he's not here. He's, you know, obviously in pain and has other stuff. But basically says, okay, then the charges with Calf, just born, they're going to be about 500 gold. That we do it in weight, and it's based on age.
500 gold.
Yes, we cannot produce the corpse of it to cut that down at all. And it is less because they were able to catch the few that had escaped through the hole.
It could be worse. I had to pay that for trashing a tavern once.
You say that out loud?
Please no.
Yeah.
Great elbows, huh?
Sorry. Looks at you and chuckles. Merwin smiles, and Orin just shakes his head. He looks at you and says, "And your name?"
Sorry, I didn't catch that.
Your name?
It was all dealt with.
That's fine. Your name. You're not getting charged.
Aska?
Oscar? Now, do you have a last name?
I do, but my player hasn't actually come up with it yet.
Oscar, last name pending.
Last name TBC.
No, I think you now have to call her pending.
Okay.
Hey, that means when you finally think of it, we'll know it now.
So, that is understood. If you trash one here, we will definitely know that is a history. Thank you. Great.
If it makes you feel any better, I still haven't got any money since paying that back, so I'm not. I haven't.
So it'd be a long jail time then. We'll mark that down as well. Thank you.
I haven't been in a tavern for a while. It's
Aska.
been a while with a break though.
No.
Roll me deception.
Because you have been in the tavern.
You were in a tavern 2 days ago. The Winchester. 3 days ago now, sorry.
Yes, but she didn't actually pay for. She didn't actually have a drink.
However, that's not what you said. Deception, please.
Huh?
I'm waiting for a deception.
Oh.
And Dickard has a sheet.
Woo!
What'd you roll?
That's 22.
22. That one at
Oh, that's
disadvantage.
good.
Does he have a filled up sheet? I think he does. He does.
Congratulations, you're going places in this world.
So he nods to you, shakes his head, and then shakes his head.
Oh, for fuck's sake! Well, I mean, I have been in a tavern, but I didn't have a drink, and I'm.
You don't know
just
that he
gonna
caught you.
stop
He didn't say
talking.
anything. He didn't call you on it.
Okay, can I insight his insight check to see if he realizes that I'm lying?
Sure.
Oh, so close.
So, I know. He has to, yeah, you don't. You kind of get that he's still judging you, but you don't know if he's believing you or not.
Okay, I'm just okay. So I have been in a tavern, but I didn't have a drink because I didn't have any money, and I'm just gonna stop talking because I don't actually look old enough to drink.
You realize this is basically the Middle Ages. You would have been old enough to drink for like 4 years at least.
Yes, but people still look down on it. Every tavern that Aska has been in, they've gone, "You old enough to drink?"
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, but can we please get back on track?
He looks at you and nods. So
She
then,
face palms.
how will you be paying the debt?
Personally, on me, as we speak now, if I recall, I have 100 gold from the fighting in that arena the other day at the festival. Is there some way I can work for it?
You'll be working for quite a bit. That'll great for a daily laborer to pay off 500 gold, good sir.
Is there any missions, bounties, anything of the sort?
Right now, there's nothing we directly need.
Gray raises her hand.
Aska raises her hand.
Oh my god.
And
What was the question?
the short one first. Yeah, I
We're
mean,
both short.
he's a gnome, by the way. He goes,
Okay.
the gnome, please. Your name, please.
Grey Took.
Great took. He starts writing in his book. Yes.
What if I could help make the plants grow significantly? Would that cover the...
If we didn't have druids, that would probably be a really good benefit to us.
You have druids?
There's quite a few that live in the farms on the outside, yes.
Ooh. After this, could you possibly tell me their names? I need to talk to them.
Yes. Do you... he looks to Ileana and Tim. You both met Anna, correct?
Yes.
Ask her to contact your brother for your friend.
I'm sorry, Sev, I didn't hear you. What?
Ask Alna to contact your brother for your friend.
For Gray or for
Gray.
me?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Not a problem.
Okay.
Ask last name still pending.
Talking about work and stuff, I don't know how long I'm going to be here, and I have no money, and I'm a cleric, so any cleric things need doing?
Take that up with the temples.
I mean, private hire is always good too.
Walk around the markets. Talk to the people. We are not at war anymore, thankfully.
Which is a good thing, but it does kind of put us out of money.
So,
Wait.
To my understanding, all of you are supposed to be departing shortly to go to Silva anyways.
indeed.
We are supposed to, yes.
So where?
Mm.
To
I
Silva.
was gonna tell
Silver.
So
Sylvia. We're
she
going
turns
here.
Around, she turns around to Ileana and Tim, and she's like, "Anyone share information with us at some point?"
Yes, as soon
That would
as
be really
everyone
good,
was-
actually.
Okay, you know what?
Can-
We're gonna
can-
go to Sylvia.
can-
We're
can-
gonna go.
Can we hold this until we've dealt with your friend, please?
I was going to, but apparently everyone wants to know now.
Tim is raising his arms in a shackle and like pinching the bridge of his nose.
So then,
We can talk after.
Fine.
sorry is just
Don't
shaking his
break
head
angry, Ileana.
and just face palming with his large Goliath mitt on his large Goliath head and just shaking his head. Mirwin looks over and says, "Tim, I
Yes.
will pay your fine. However, you'll do me a job when you reach Silva."
He
Is that fine enough?
reluctantly nods to him. It's like, very well.
She looks to Orin and drops a large sack of gold down his fine. Tim,
Yes.
meet me at my shop. And she gets up, as you were the last person to be seen today, puts a piece of paper down in front of you with directions, and bows to all of you and says, "Well, then I have a business to run." And she heads out. A few moments goes by as, they then thank you, and you get Tim that, in both Orin and Sari aren't really judging you for this. They just think it was a bad circumstance that occurred. They're not looking down on you. They don't think you're some massive criminal. But you are then unshackled the keys. The guards look at you and says, your gear is at the barracks in a chest. Whenever you'd like to swing by, you can retrieve it.
Very well. Everyone else who's probably looking at Tim, they would. I don't know if you don't know now. He's wearing like noble attire. From the Human Kingdoms back at home. So that's what you guys see on Tim, because he doesn't have his armor on or anything like that.
And you guys are released
Okay.
back to the outside the city hall. You guys are brought out. You can either have your discussion now, or you can go find Alma, or you can go find Merwin. But you are in a group, and Tim is no longer held prisoner.
Did she say as soon as this is over, or just
Before
like,
you leave,
Okay.
because obviously you can't do the job in Silva if you don't know what the job is when you're already at Silva.
Do I remember that I lost bad news?
Give me an intelligence check at
Fuck.
disadvantage to notice that you don't have it now, because you don't have any of your gear.
Fuck.
Yeah, you don't remember dropping it. You remember Clay had it, I would say, because you remember he wanted to shoot it. That's the whole reason for it. But you don't know if it's in your stuff, if Clay still has it. You don't realize that you were searching for it.
Okay.
So what is the group doing? There's 4 of you.
Do you guys want to do this discussion now, or?
I think that would be a good idea.
Yes, we need to know. Let's go back to the house, and then we can talk, and then everyone can go where we need to go afterwards.
Okay.
We can go
Well,
back to
we're
the
all
house,
present.
but I really should go get my stuff.
Yeah, so in the way, you guys kind of go the long way back to the house, going to the barracks. Tim, can you go your stuff? Bad news is not with you. But you guys then do make your way to the house. As, you kind of look, there is a passed-out Clay, still completely unconscious. He is laying on top of the cow with a sheet over it. He's kind of cuddling the skull of it. He's still got flesh on it. It hasn't been all cut up yet because he passed out. But he's like cuddling with the head of this thing.
Is that
Yep.
Yes, that's your cow, apparently. I assume.
my cow?
Well, the cow that
Whoever.
you apparently.
Clay came in. He had it he had it with him, and he came in here to hide it. I assume. I
Why
don't know.
didn't
He
you
mentioned he
guys
killed it.
say this back over there?
Would you like me to go back and tell them this? Because I don't know what happened last night. Only you and Clay do, because that's who was there.
The only thing I remember
We
was
took care of it.
we got drinks. We were gonna go shoot in the forest, and then nothing. That's all I remember. And then I remember waking up in that cell, and that's quite literally all of my memory I can remember.
Okay.
That's quite alright. So we can leave the cow here. I want to look over Clay's stuff while he's passed out and see if he has the gun.
Yeah, you look through it all, taking your time. You don't find it.
Oh, for heaven's sake, where's the gun?
There is a soft knock
What
on
gun?
the door.
Liana goes to the door to check it out.
You look. There's. You open the door. You see the farmer.
Oh no!
Hello.
My dear, is Tim in?
He is. Tim,
Yeah.
there's someone here to see you.
I walk up to the door. Then
Yeah, you see the same farmer that was in there.
yeah.
And he introduces himself as Baleo Hester. And I will type that if you like.
Yes, please. Oh, yes. Hello, Baleo. I am Tim Volcana. I am deeply and dreadedly sorry about the fence and the cow.
And
and
you see that he's got
all-
the large sack of gold. He looks to you and says, Your firearm that killed the cow. I'm gonna make a perception check, see if he sees the cow. He does not see the cow. He says, well then, I found something that probably belongs to you. If you'd like your firearm back, you can come to my farmhouse with 200 gold and you can easily have it. And he goes, do you remember where that is?
There's like a long, deep sigh from Tim, and he shakes his head. No.
He gives you directions, nods, and then leaves.
Tim closes the door.
All right, that nat 1 coming back to bite you, Tim. So many nat 1s when you guys get drunk.
Yeah.
It's really crazy. So you guys are going to, Ileana and Tim are about to inform the other two of what is going on. Leaving it to you guys.
Well,
So-
yes, we learned some things, or Merlin told us some things, and apparently, you know the book that Elliot had? That he read? That turned him evil?
I vaguely remember the event.
Okay. There
I
was
have
this
no
other
idea what
lady.
you are talking about.
We had a friend, Elliot, the same one whose bow you shot out of his hand. He
Oh,
was our
yes,
friend
him.
at one point. He read this book, and he changed afterwards. And Aska decided that she was going to attack him because she was different than what he was previously, and she used inflict wounds on him, nearly killed him, but we locked him away.
I didn't attack him because he was
Yes,
different to
you
what
did.
he used to be. I attacked him because he was inherently evil, and every step he took, he killed people.
That was when he had a book with him, and when we got the book away, it... You don't know that for sure. And you attacked him, and now he is out to kill us. Anyway, the point is that...
He's out. Hang on, what?
You remember to fight him. You would remember fighting
We
him.
fought him!
You would remember that he almost killed you.
Yeah,
Oh,
he
did you
nearly
not read
killed
last
you.
week's?
I wasn't there. I didn't.
Oh,
Until
okay.
you-
Well, Aska in character was, and she
Okay.
fought him
We're
with...
telling you, we're letting you know
Yeah,
now.
He knew.
almost
Okay,
died.
I thought Josh told you. And we had mentioned it last when you came in. Maybe you didn't hear us. Yeah, Elliot almost killed you in an ambush.
Oh, that doesn't surprise
If
me.
it wasn't for Tim shooting that bow out, you'd probably be dead.
Hi.
Really doesn't surprise me at all. And she turns to us like, thanks for that again. I'm sure she has thanked you already. I'm just doing it in character. The reasons why I did it are questionable and slightly irrelevant right now. But yes, evil book.
Yes, they have that... Yes, there's apparently this lich lady, and her name is Fiora Naller, and she also created the crystals that we had that the Black and White Knight were created with. And
Indeed.
there's this other group of adventurers who are also on a quest to stop her.
One name of...
Like the guy that came and saved us with the displacer beasts.
Yes, Talgar, who
That
we
was
came,
actually one
we
of the...
traveled here to save, but Merlin informed us when we got here that he had passed, unfortunately.
What?
Do you remember the man who saved us? Yes.
Yes. Of course I do.
He, when me and Ileana first arrived, it was kind of an ill-willed encounter that we came across and found out that, well, of his passing.
That's kind of shit.
And
There were other 2 more people that we are currently looking for. There's a dwarven mage by the name of Arrow.
I'm getting to it. I'm going in an order.
Okay.
Anyway, when we got here, we figured out that, or we walked around the town a little bit, ended up in a spar with a bunch of other people around town in a fighting pit, and after not one of the people named Nave won, we ended up going to a banquet, and Merlin told us about Fiona, who created the crystals, and that she also travels with or knows somebody named Jero Sorius and Arrow Aeneas. And now Merlin suggested that we should go after Arrow, since he's the one that created the gems, and we could destroy him for good so that it never happens. And then the other group could go after Jario, and then we can meet back up together to go to see Fiona. And to do that, to go after Arya, we need to go to Sylvia, as far as I'm aware.
Would Aska recognize any of these names, or are they all material blade stuff?
Roll me history. Nope.
Fair enough. Oh, I still have an at 20.
Kobe boys already rolled.
I know, I just remembered I still have it. I've just sitting at the top of my sheet.
So, you may continue.
That was it as far as I know what's been decided, that we're going to go to Sylvia. If you guys don't agree with that or have other plans, just let us know, because we kind of had to decide that yes, we could.
I mean, I don't have a problem with going. Where is it?
I don't know.
Okay.
We need to find a map and go there. Or Merlin could teleport us, but we would still need a map. I don't know exactly what we're supposed to do there other than
Why
it
don't
seems
we
find
go
someone
talk
and
to
kill someone.
Berlin?
Yes.
Well,
Gray, you wanted to go see Alma to go learn about talk to druids, right?
yes. Gray's been really quiet throughout your whole explanation. Yes. I need to do that too.
You okay, Gray?
We should go do this. She'll wander off towards the door.
I'm going to leave you guys for a bit. I'm gonna go see if I can, I guess, get the gun back from that farmer. I hate to say this, but can any of you lend me 100 gold, and I will pay you back?
I have no money, or I would.
That is fine. If not, I'll go see if I can work for the other 100. If not, then I will be back shortly.
Okay, so.
Josh has just told me that Clay will pay for the money, pay the money for the 200 gold. But obviously, Clay is currently unconscious, so I'm guessing Tim is allowed to rifle through his money to find the
Clay just
gold.
wakes up and tosses a sack of gold at Tim and puts his head back down.
You've just tossed a sack of gold at Tim and passed out again. He nodded. That's fine.
Yeah.
He's actually paying for the gun.
Yeah.
He didn't lose it.
It was kind of both of our faults. Doesn't matter. I'm only gonna take 100 gold.
Okay, takes 100 gold. And then leaves the sack by Clay. So who are you? I know Tim's going towards Merwin's shop. Ileana, where are you headed?
Yeah, I'll head to the shop first, then I'll head to the farm.
Yeah, I'm just gonna put you over there. Ileana, are you guys, the girls staying together? When you break now, when you doing?
I will
Just so
quite
I know how
happily
to run
stay
it.
with. I will quite happily stay with the other two if they're staying together. But I do need to head off fairly soon because I've been awake since 7 o'clock this morning. Since 6 o'clock this morning.
Now,
And-
question for you: do you want us to play a little bit longer, or do you want us to stop where we are? It's your call.
I'm quite happy with you guys carrying on for a bit and just having Asker in NPC mode.
Okay.
I'd rather stop actually, because I've been up since stupid o'clock as well.
Okay.
Which basically means I'd be in NPC mode too.
Yeah.
And it would just be great if I was.
So, Tim, you make your way, and I'll wrap it up here. Tim, you make your way. Looking at the piece of paper, you immediately realize it's in the Thieves' Cant.
Which I can't understand.
I know you can. You follow it to the same shop where the man from the cell, one Michar Rain, I told you his shop was.
Yeah.
There's some Thieves' Cant scrolled in all around the doorframe that basically tells you the knocking to get in. And then we transition to Ileana. You guys were going to Merlin's, or were you going to Alna, or where were you going?
I thought that we might. Well, see if they want to talk to Merlin, they need to be here.
Yeah, I'm just asking where
Well,
I'm getting
I'm
you to
still
that
here
point.
now, so
I'm getting you to that point. That's why I'm asking. Are you going to Alna,
Yeah.
or are you going to Merlin?
Which one? Which
Merlin
one? Because I'll
first.
go with. Okay.
Which one's first in the direction we will be walking?
It would technically be Alna, but you're not quite sure where she lives. So you go to Merlin's shop, I would say.
Yeah.
You make your way down, kind of, again, just the first time you've been to his shop. There is a large kind of, the door. Everything looks like it's dusty and old on the outside. Ileana knows just to push the door open, the shop. You see Merlin sitting behind the counter. He smiles, and that is where we'll fade to black. As we will end it here. We have some people needing to go to sleep because they've been up since stupid o'clock in the morning, and they're from Europe. So we will pick this back up next Friday. And
Yeah.
bye, Twitch. Thanks.
Bye,
Glad to
Twitch.
see you back, Joe.
Bye, Twitch.